Hello book nerds and computers, I'm Summer from Silver-Eyed-Fangirl and today I'm doing the this or that book tag. So basically you have some questions where you have to choose between this or that. Simple, really? So here we go. First is audio or book in hand. I do prefer to read books in hand because audiobooks, I just feel like I'm not experiencing them as much. I don't know why, I just feel like I'm not experiencing the book as I would if I'm holding it in my hand. Number 2 is soft or hardcover. It really depends on the cover itself. Sometimes I do prefer a paperback book. I do own a lot of paperback books because they can fit in my bag, and then I can take them out with me or on vacation, whereas hardback books are very difficult to take out with you because they're so big and bulky. Fiction or non-fiction? I personally do prefer fiction. I think I only own 2 non-fiction books, and those are things to do with like YouTube and, you know, stuff like that. I do prefer fiction books because I don't want to be rude, but I prefer them. They are more interesting than just non-fiction. Fantasy world or real life issues? I do read to get away from sort of like real life issues or the real life for a while, but there are times where I do like to read books that are to do with real life issues, so it's like a mix of both, but I do mainly prefer fantasy worlds. I'm horrible, I know. Harry Potter or Twilight? I like both, I'll be honest with you. I like both series because Twilight, I've said this before, helped me become sort of very close friends with my mum, but Harry Potter I've loved since I was a child. So both really, I can't really decide for that. Kindle, iPad or other? I do own a Nook and I do rarely read that. I only read it when there's a book I'm not too bothered about buying and I want to, you know, read on that, or there's snippets of books that I do want to buy and I want to see if they're any good. And some reviewers do send books in ebooks form, so I do have my Nook just in case they ever send me books in an ebook form. Borrow or buy? It really depends on the book. I do prefer to buy my books because then I know if I like them I get to keep them so that I can reread them over and over again. But then again, on the other hand, if I don't like a book and I've bought it, I sit there and I go, I wish I'd borrowed the book now. Bookstore or buy online? I do prefer bookstores because at least you know the books are going to be on your bookshelf and you will have them in a decent condition, whereas if you buy them off, say, eBay or Amazon, you are not 100% sure that you will get them in good condition. I've got a few books where they have drawings, pen marks on them, or the sort of cover is ripped or broken. Tell Me One Time or total trilogy? It really depends on the book for that, the story. If I feel sort of like The Hunger Games don't deserve to be more than one book because there is so much you could do with that series, but I feel like there are some series where they would have been good as just one book, or there are one books where I sit there and go, I don't want any more added to this book, everything has wrapped up just perfectly. Monster read or short and sweet? There are some times where I want just like a quick read to get out my reading slump, but then there are other times where I really want to have a huge read where I can read it over like a weekend or something like that. It just like, it really depends on my mood. A lot of these questions really do depend on my mood. Diary-eyed romance or full of action? This is another one where it all depends on my mood. If I am in a sort of lovey-dovey mood, I will read a lovey-dovey book, but if I am in a sort of mood where I want to read just action or some dystopian, I will read that. It really, like I've said loads of times, depends just on my mood. Curl up in your snuggie or bathe in the sun. I do prefer to sit indoors in my room. I like to curl up with a book. I don't know why, I just always imagine when you're reading a book to curl up and read it. Hot chocolate or latte? I don't like lattes. I do like mochas, but hot chocolate all the way. Hot chocolate all the way. But then again, when I drink hot chocolates, I always end up falling asleep because they make me so warm. Read the review or decide for yourself. I do like to decide for myself because my opinion on a book might be different from, let's say, someone else's, or their opinion might be the same as mine, but you never know when you go into a book. I do like to go into some books sort of blind, not knowing whether it is good or not, because it is all up to my personal preference. So that was the this or that book tag. I hope you liked it, guys. I am really enjoying doing these tags. So if you can recommend any more tags for me, please comment down below more tags that I can do. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget your local library and keep reading. Bye!